Hello again. Well, a long week of sports, dumbing down my brain, not doing much, but I'm here to say that if you listen, I hope you do something important in your life. I hope you stand up for freedom, individual freedom, the right to screw up your own life. Now, some say government's needed to help you, in some situations perhaps, but I think the government is now just a bunch of statists. Both the Republicans and the Democrats are statists. When they're in power, it's about government power, government control, government regulations. Nice. Yes, regulations. I remember them saying that the problem and the reason we had this economic bubble collapse was because of lack of regulations. When in fact, it was very regulated. There was regulations that told them who they had to give out loans to. Low income, moderate housing programs, things to give to people that couldn't pay back loans and stuff. And they say that they needed more regulation. Be honest with you, did they really care? No. They just wanted to pander to their particular special interest group. The Republicans have their own. A lot of times it's the gun rights owners. And I like owning a gun and I believe in the freedom to bear arms. But if you see, a lot of people take it to an extreme. The extreme is that, oh my God, those horrible Democrats are going to take your guns away. When a lot of them own guns and want guns themselves. But it's not what keeps you in power. That's important. It's expanding the power. Because even when you're out of power, sooner or later, the other party will screw up. And it's an endless cycle. That's why, today, I say, we need multiple parties. And they say it will weaken us. Because two choices, as they like to say, the right and the left, is the reason why we get things done. Well, I hate to say this, but sometimes doing nothing might be the best thing. You have the right and you have the left, always fighting over who's right. But if you look, powers that the Republicans put in, the Democrats are still using. As long as the government has more power, it's a good thing for them. And same thing with the Republicans. You rarely see them eliminate a lot of legislation that's put in place by Democrats. So really, it's just gather more power and say, well, okay, what's done is done, let's do other things. And when I'm analyzing political science and politics, I've come to the conclusion that we need multiple parties. We need more than two. Every issue is not as black and white as you would seem. Every issue deserves debate and analysis and time. Sure, healthcare needs reform. What kind of reform is always questionable. People want a single payer system. So be it if they can afford it. But can we afford it? And really, the answer is anything can be afforded with the right and proper taxes. And of course, taxes are a dirty word, especially to us conservatives. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Taxes are not necessarily a bad thing when we need to balance our budget. But the problem is we need to create jobs and stimulate the economy. So what do? Pick. Either way you lose, either way you mess up. So guys, around the world, settle down, settle in. The pendulum's going to swing this way and that way. And things change and things happen. Life goes crappy, life gets better. Just remember one thing. In the end, nothing matters at all. Survive, thrive, succeed. You can do it. I have faith in you, all of you. my fellow humans. I'm not going to say my fellow Americans. My fellow humans, take time, care for your fellows, and remember, the reason being, we all can help each other. We can learn a little bit from everybody. Good night, and good luck.